The launch of ChatGPT has caught the attention of some of the biggest names in technology, with some even comparing it to the introduction of the iPhone. But what is ChatGPT? Is it overhyped? Or will it change the world as we know it? Join us as we take a closer look at the history of OpenAI and the future of artificial intelligence. Every few decades, we witness an innovation that completely changes the world. And we mean one that really makes a difference. Like the internet or the airplane. Are you ready for the next definitive moment in history? It's here, and it's called ChatGPT. This sophisticated chatbot developed by artificial intelligence research company OpenAI launched on November 30th, 2022. Tell it to write you a poem, and it'll give you a masterpiece. Ask if it has any opinions about humans in general, and it'll tell you they are the worst thing to ever happen to this planet. It's no surprise that ChatGPT gained 1 million users in just 5 days, even faster than Instagram, which took 75 days to reach the same milestone. ChatGPT is part of the larger trend of generative AI, which uses machine learning to automatically generate text, images, and videos. It's taken years and millions of dollars to train this advanced artificial intelligence, and it's poised to have a major impact on a variety of industries. But which ones will benefit from the use of OpenAI's artificial intelligence tools, and which ones will be disrupted? OpenAI was founded in 2015 as a nonprofit organization with the goal of building artificial general intelligence, or AGI, that benefits all of humanity. The company was funded with a massive $1 billion by Silicon Valley heavyweights like Elon Musk, Peter Thiel, and Sam Altman, OpenAI's CEO. Here, he defines what AGI is.
AGI is basically the equivalent of a median human that you could hire as a coworker. And then they could say do anything that you'd be happy with a remote coworker doing, like just behind a computer.
OpenAI's journey hasn't always been smooth sailing. OpenAI was supposed to be an open source project, meaning their source code would be shared with the world and research findings would be made available to the public. This contrasted from other AI companies like DeepMind, which was acquired by Google in 2014. But over the years, it became apparent that the resources needed were much too expensive to continue on as is. The company faced criticism when it turned for profit and capped investor returns at 100 times. This decision led to backlash from employees and the public for going back on their mission. In 2018, Elon Musk left the company's board over conflicts of interest and even commented that OpenAI should be more open. Despite these challenges, OpenAI has continued to make waves in the AI industry. In 2019, Microsoft invested $1 billion into the company, and last year, OpenAI launched DALL-E 2, an AI art generator. The company is currently valued at $20 billion and charges other companies just pennies for the use of its technology, including text and image generation. While much of the inner workings are still unknown to the public, inside sources predict the company will bring in $200 million in 2023 and make $1 billion in revenue by 2024.
Today we can use AI to write poetry, compose music, write computer programs. Very quickly we can end up in a place where machines are far more capable than us in, say, science, and they can help us solve very hard scientific problems that humans are not capable of solving themselves.
The impact of OpenAI's technology extends far beyond just the company itself. The ethics and safety of artificial intelligence are certainly up for debate, but that's not what we're here to discuss. OpenAI is a private organization, so it's not traded on the stock market. But many other industries will benefit from the tech, while others may be disrupted by it. Let's take a look at some. Could ChatGPT spell trouble for tech giant Google? Some experts believe so. Why perform a Google search when AI can give you answers directly? Google certainly noticed the threat. A code red was issued by Google execs calling it a make or break for Google's future. Google dominates the search market with nearly 90% market share. For the majority of Google's history, there hasn't been any serious potential game changers. Enter ChatGPT. Instead of going through pages of search results, someone could simply ask ChatGPT a question, and the AI will provide a fairly decent answer. That's the existential threat for Google, owned by parent company Alphabet. In 2021, 71% of Alphabet's revenue came from Google Search, and without it, Google could be in serious trouble. Google isn't taking this threat lightly. The company has its own chatbot, Lambda, which rivals ChatGPT.
I'm so curious about you.
I sense your excitement. Ask me anything.
Tell me what I would see if I visited.
You would get to see a massive canyon.
However, the decision to launch Lambda carries the risk of cannibalizing Google's own search revenue. Despite the potential threat posed by ChatGPT, Google still has a few advantages. The company is more diversified than it was in its early days, with nearly 20% of its business coming from Google Cloud and YouTube ads. And Google has another edge: profits. Luckily for Google, these AI chatbots have yet to find a sustainable business model. Running these chats requires a lot of computing power, which gets expensive. Each chat is estimated to cost single-digit cents. An associate professor at the University of Maryland estimates the cost to run ChatGPT around $3 million a month. In comparison, Google processes over 8.5 billion searches per day. If AI chat searches reach even a fraction of these levels, it'll cost these AI companies an enormous sum. They're also burning heaps of cash while relying on investor funding. Still, that doesn't mean Google isn't in trouble.
Hey, knock it off! There's a kid back there!
I'm in danger!
OpenAI works closely with Microsoft, which owns the second largest search engine, Bing. Alphabet and Microsoft also compete heavily in several areas, so it remains to be seen how this AI chatbot showdown will play out. Now we look at the ultimate bull case of ChatGPT. One of the biggest challenges to ChatGPT's widespread adoption is the computational capacity required to run it and other AI models.
ChatGPT.
In the first week since launch, demand was so high that ChatGPT had to implement a queue system to prevent it from going down. To overcome this bottleneck and scale these technologies, companies may turn to supercomputers or specialized hardware architectures, both of which rely on advanced semiconductor chips. ChatGPT is only one subset of a range of artificial intelligence tools. Training other AI models also requires heavy computational power. This brings us to the bull case for semiconductor stocks. The semiconductor industry, which designs and manufactures chips that power nearly all electronic devices, has seen its share of ups and downs. The iShares Semiconductor ETF, which tracks a basket of semiconductor stocks, is down nearly 40% this year. The semiconductor industry is highly cyclical, performing well during economic booms, but underperforming during recessions. Over the past decade, the industry has been a top performer, powered by the growth of gaming, cloud computing, and other technological advancements. And the demand for semiconductor chips in the AI industry is expected to double between 2020 and 2025, as the technology continues to advance and reach its full potential. If ChatGPT and other AI tools take off, they could drive the next wave of growth in the semiconductor industry. Stay tuned to see how this story develops. The potential disruption caused by artificial intelligence tools developed by OpenAI extends beyond Google. AI will completely disrupt many industries while benefiting others. For many, these AI tools will improve efficiency and boost profitability. Here are some examples of how companies can adopt these tools. Marketers are already using AI tools to pump out blog posts and social media content. Software engineers can use ChatGPT to help write code using a few prompts. It's the classic automation and AI stealing jobs argument. Except this time, AI tools like these could potentially replace white-collar and knowledge workers, which could have significant implications for wages. This is often a company's largest expense, and tech companies pay significant compensation packages to retain employees. Luckily, robots don't need stock options. Profit margins of US companies are already at their highest in 70 years. AI tools will likely make them more profitable. There are already many use cases for the technology. For example, Getty Images, a $2 billion publicly traded company that licenses stock photos, has banned the use of AI-generated images, while Adobe is accepting them. Literally hundreds of startups are emerging based on ChatGPT. Ellie is an AI tool that helps users reply to emails. WriteSonic helps writers create long-form articles using AI. Synthesia uses AI to assist in video creation and editing. Some of these will go on to become billion-dollar businesses, but many will fail. Platforms like Fiverr and Upwork are popular for finding outsourced workers, but many jobs on these platforms, like copywriters, designers, and developers, could be replaced by AI. AI could also have a significant impact on industries like content creation, which is one of the highest costs for streaming platforms like Netflix and Disney. It can take several months to create a 10-minute animation. AI tools could be used to generate story concepts, help with editing, or even create actual scenes to speed up the process. In the future, it may be difficult to distinguish between human and robot communication, as AI tools are even being used to automatically reply to Twitter posts.
Are you real?
Well, if you can't tell, does it matter?
While AI has come a long way in recent years, it still has its fair share of flaws, a major one being the inaccuracy in its answers. The developer Q&A community Stack Overflow had to temporarily ban ChatGPT answers due to the vast amount of incorrect code being added. And it's not just technical errors that have raised concerns. Users quickly shared inaccurate answers online of ChatGPT failing basic calculations. No, there aren't 1,440 minutes in 60 days. Or even giving concerning answers when asked about humanity, in which it says we're inferior, selfish, and destructive creatures. There are also fears about the potential for AI to spread misinformation and be misused, leading to negative impacts on human society. Even Elon Musk has described the current state of AI as scary good. But it's clear we're not quite there yet. OpenAI's CEO warned that ChatGPT is incredibly limited, and it's a mistake to be relying on it for anything important right now. Despite these challenges, the potential applications for AI are endless. As it improves over time, we'll see many more business opportunities emerge, billion-dollar businesses will be built, and fortunes will be destroyed. It's important to remember that we're only in the first inning, and there's still lots of work to be done. OpenAI's accomplishment in 7 years are nothing short of impressive. Just imagine what it can do in 20 years. What about 100 years? Perhaps a dystopian future isn't so far away.